people saying, you know, if it wasn't for this group, I would be back in the psychiatric unit. Or nobody understands me like the people in this group. And that gives me so much inspiration when I hear those kinds of stories, that how much of a difference it's made to them. It's not just a weekly thing they go to, it means so much.
Has helped some individuals that were a little apprehensive relax, something to eat, something to drink, and then learning about things. I found it opens doors, and sometimes even only one session for individuals.
Everybody needs that arm around the shoulder once in a while to say, hey, you're doing a good job, you know, and if you need any help, I can help you out with this, or I can help you out with that. You can never have enough support that's out there, and there is a lot of resources out there for support. It's just sometimes it's very difficult to find. What really keeps me coming back to the peer support is the group itself and the people in it.
In February 2009, a bunch of peers had approached some of the CMHA staff and had said that they would like to just get together and talk with a wellness focus. So that's when the peer support group started, with one of our staff and a volunteer facilitator got together with approximately 6 peers on average, and it's grown from there. Last month we had an average of 26 people per week come. We have an hour-and-a-half meeting time on a Wednesday evening, and we start with just basic announcements, things that are going on in the community, activities related to wellness that maybe people would be interested in, to get them connected in the community. We have an opportunity for learning about wellness, so the group decides on which topics they would like to learn about, and a 20-minute presentation is done. And then after a short break, we come together into small groups and get a chance to talk about where people are at, how their week went, whatever seems to be on their mind at that given time.
The schedule is actually made up by the group as to what topics they want to discuss, and a lot of the topics are in depth. And for example, the self-empowerment, there's an emotional blackmail, codependency. Those are more recent ones. I've done one myself on change your brain, change your life. There's a lot of good information out there that's hard for a lot of us to actually understand, comprehend, or use.
I've done the training as to become a peer supporter, but also because of the people here and seeing how the peer support has grown and helped people. If it wasn't helping people, our numbers would be constantly bad. But the people we are helping, it is getting out there, and there's a lot more people coming down.
I think a lot of individuals get their needs met through the group just by getting to know other people and other people getting to know them. So people value what is important to somebody else, and there's just a lot of genuine caring and kindness that comes out. I think the real value in peer support is that it is offered by consumers for consumers, so people understand where a group member is coming from in terms of maybe some of the challenges they've faced in living with a mental illness. So that's a really big bonus in terms of what makes it different.
It started off being taken from, the guidelines were taken from an actual different support group, and then we modified it to our own, and we also added 3 more supports to it as well too, that we felt was necessary and applied. And if you are having trouble with any of those, right, we have each other to bring us back to the guidelines. Okay, the hope is the most essential one, because that's the one that keeps you going, that keeps you striving forward, realizing that hope you do have a goal in mind, right? You've got things to achieve. You actually have a sense of purpose in life.
education is a constant, whether you're here at Peer Supports, CMHA, or going to study on the internet, the computer. It's good to know where you stand, how you recognize how your illness affects you, and get the information to best help you through your current situation. I know there's a lot of support systems out there for both men, women, mixed groups, but for these support systems to work their best, I believe that a person must know the subject matter both on a scholarly level as well as try to reach it on an emotional level. And as long as they keep aiming in that direction and have appropriate funding, I think they can do well.
I think the success we've seen with peer support is related to consumers being involved in the program, being able to be empowered to give back. And I think that all of our programs within CMHA encourage that empowerment of clients and involvement. So I already see that happening, and it really does make a difference.
So far, this is the most rewarding time in my life that I've had, was helping other people within the peer support program, because I know we're all on our road to recovery, and that's what also keeps us coming back to peer support too.
A really key issue is that recovery is possible, and I think some people that aren't familiar with mental illness and mental wellness aren't aware of that. So with the programs that we offer at CMHA, people can build towards that recovery.
Hope is not something mental health wise that we just develop off the get-go. Most of the time it's something fought for and constantly fought for. It's not, okay, we reach it one day and then it's a constant thing.